What's good, YouTube? It's your boy D-Rip. Hey, today we got another special video. Today we're going to be reacting to 10 of the most shocking WWE transformations in the wrestlers, right? First time, click on the channel, make sure you're going to hit that thumbs up, please. Like, I know every YouTuber says it, but like, seriously, it does help. Especially for the smaller guys like me. So hit the thumbs up and make sure y'all subscribe because we're almost at 4K. And I won't be able to hit that 4K without you. So continue to subscribe, continue to show the support. I appreciate all y'all that have been supporting. And if you don't, hopefully you consider after this video, and I have a lot of other videos that you might like as well, so go ahead and check those out. Let me know in the comments which I'm going to react to next. But hey, look at Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, whatever one you want to call him. If you want to call him his AEW name or his WWE name, it's up to you, but look at this dude, bro. This dude do not look like no freaking wrestler, bro. Like, I'm trying to think, just looking at him from right here, he looked like he would be the person to put the ring and take it apart. Put the ring together and take it apart. He doesn't even look like he would do anything else besides work backstage for WWE, putting the ring together and taking it apart after the shows. That's what it looked like. He was so skinny and scrawny. It looks so weird. Hey, man, the glow up is real. So we better see how this goes. We better see what other superstars were, you know, kind of hurt looking. But look, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Let me know in the comments before we start. After this video is over, let me know in the comments who had the best glow up. Let me know that in the comments. But hey, without further ado, let's get into this video.
Change or modification of a beloved character is a risky move. This can either work extremely well and the character change can bring something brand new to a popular persona, or the change can completely flop and can lead to fans demanding that wrestler returns to their former persona. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 of the be sure to subscribe to this or BL. Following WrestleMania 20, WWE as a matter of urgency needed to create new main event stars. Top stars such as Brock Lesnar and Goldberg had departed the company, and this led.
Oh, Bradshaw was Bradshaw with the long hair and AP. Wait, is it APA? I forgot the name of it. But when he was with Ron Simmons, so that's Bradshaw. Okay. And then we got JBL now.
Vince McMahon selecting APA member Bradshaw to ascend to the main event scene in WWE. Bradshaw was a decent wrestler and was relatively popular with fans, but for this tag team wrestler to become a main eventer, he was going to need a drastic character change. Bradshaw would now become John Bradshaw Layfield, and he was a villainous, hateful, rich snob, and this gimmick was executed to near perfection.
Yeah.
Within weeks,
it fit him perfectly.
Completely on board with JBL being a top heel in the company, and his feud with Eddie Guerrero was universally applauded by fans. The character change was sudden, but it worked. JBL would then be cemented as one of the top stars in the company, and he'd be positioned as a main event talent for the next several years. Number 9, Mae Young Classic Rhea Ripley to Judgment Day Rhea Ripley. Upon her first appearance in the Mae Young...
Ew! I love Rhea Ripley, but ew!
Classic, Rhea Ripley seemed to be a generic babyface. She had blonde hair and seemed to have all the tropes of a traditional babyface. WWE and Ripley then made a drastic decision to alter her persona. She would become a much darker, sinister character with a metal-sounding theme song, and her in-ring work would be altered to accommodate this new character. This new persona led to tremendous success both in NXT and on the main roster, and since her transition into this edgier persona, fans have accepted Ripley as one of the top female talents in the entire company. This evolution has continued into Ripley's time as part of the Judgment Day stable as her work in the popular...
I love Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is in my top 3 right now. But this, I don't know who let her come out like this. This is unacceptable. This look like Charlotte. She look like Charlotte, bro. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable, bro. This is unacceptable.
A generic babyface. She had blonde hair and seemed to have all the tropes of persona work would be NXT and on the main roster. Top female talent Judgment Day stable as her work in the popular stable is a stark contrast to the work Ripley initially offered fans back in the Mae Young Classic. Number 8, the monstrous Brodus Clay to the Funkasaurus. When Brodus Clay was set to return to TV in 2012, fans firmly expected Clay to return to his monstrous ways. Clay was a super heavyweight who had previously been a bodyguard to Alberto Del Rio, and WWE's promo packages will make...
Bro, he's kind of like, what's dude's name now? Bronson Reed? He's kind of like how he was.
making it seem like Clay was
Bro,
secretly
if Bronson Reed or however, I'm probably saying his name wrong, but if he turns into like a Funkadactyl, I'm done. I'm done, bro. If he come out doing this, somebody call my mom. I'm done. I'm done.
Bush as a villainous character. However, when Clay returned to TV dancing to Somebody Call My Mama, sporting a red tracksuit and claiming he was from Planet Funk, fans were utterly speechless. WWE were trolling the audience with this character change, and they were adamant on getting it over. Clay would be presented insanely strong, and he would even be given a prominent segment during WrestleMania 28. Number 7, Albert to Tensai. In 2012,
so
WWE decided to bring Matt Blue.
How many different names he had? I know he was A-Train back in the Attitude Era. Then Albert. Then Tensai. Like, I don't get it.
aka Albert, aka A-Train, back for another run. Bloom had great success in Japan in years prior to his WWE return, so they decided to capitalize on this by painting Japanese symbols on his face, giving him a helmet, and having a man named Sakamoto accompany him to the ring. They would rechristen Bloom as Lord Tensai, and his prior gimmicks in WWE would never be mentioned. Just a few matches into his run as Tensai, the crowd would heckle him with chants of Albert, as the crowd just didn't understand why Tensai was a completely different character.
Yeah.
This run was a colossal failure, and before fans knew it, Tensai was regulated to a comedic act before he eventually retired to become a full-time trainer in NXT. Number 6, Bayley the Hugger to Bayley the Role Model.
So, I don't know when Bayley the Hugger stopped, the little girl Bayley. I don't know when that stopped exactly. But I kind of like the damage control Bayley. I don't know why. I kind of like that version of Bayley a lot better.
When Bayley was in NXT, she was so popular that fans as well as wrestling legends believed that she would be the female equivalent of John Cena. However, when she got to the main roster, her babyface persona wasn't connecting with the audience. A heel turn seemed out of the question, but in 2019, WWE left fans shocked when they did the unthinkable. On an episode of Raw, Bayley would side with Sasha Banks, officially turning heel. She would then ditch the lovable hugger persona and she became the role model. She would cut her hair, ditch the fun music, and she would even destroy the Bayley buddies. Bayley's work as a heel was unbelievable. Whilst the initial shock of the character shift was undeniable, the heel turn and subsequent persona overhaul was without question the correct decision. Number 8, Kane the Demon to Kane the Corporate Stooge.
Oh my gosh, I hate Corporate Kane. They didn't have to do Kane like that, bro. They could have gave somebody else that role. Because we know Kane is the big rep machine, walking down to the ring, pulling up his glove like this every like 5 seconds. And then now we got Corporate Kane with an elbow pad and jeans. No. They should have gave that to somebody else. Like, they literally could have gave that to anybody else. They shouldn't have done that with Kane, bro. I really liked the Big Red Machine a lot better, and I'm sure everybody does. Everybody's gonna know Kane as the Big Red Machine, not Corporate Kane.
The WWE have implemented some controversial changes to Kane's persona and character over the years, but in 2013, they arguably went too far. The former demonic character would turn into a corporate stooge for Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. This shocked fans because even when Kane was a likable babyface, the lore surrounding his backstory was still intact. However, they seemingly annihilated Kane's entire gimmick and persona overnight. Kane was in essence now just a normal guy who just wanted a corporate job. It made little to no sense. Fans were totally dumbfounded that Kane was on board with changing his character in such a damaging manner.
I wouldn't have
Number
did it, I'm
4,
sorry.
Pete Dunne to Butch.
Oh my gosh, we need Pete Dunne back, man. We need Pete Dunne back. I'm tired of the Butch stuff too. Like, this is starting to like bring out stuff that I'm starting to get mad about, because this is stuff that I've been saying for a while, but the fact that it's here is just reminding me. Why did they change his name to Butch? They could have left his name as just Pete or Dunne, or he could have just stayed Pete Dunne. Where did the name Butch come from? Wasn't there somebody back in the day named Butch? I could have sworn there was somebody like back in the day named Butch. Why did they give him the name Butch?
Pete Dunne attained a reputation for being one of the best in-ring workers in the world, and when it was reported that he was being called up to the main roster, fans were excited. Unfortunately, when it surfaced that WWE were changing his persona as well as his name, fans were in total disbelief. Dunne was now known as Butch, and his character could be best described as a rabid pit bull. Whilst the character change was indeed shocking, fans were also quick to ask, why? Why was this done, and what was it supposed to achieve? What was wrong with allowing the former NXT UK champion to simply be the Bruiserweight? Number 3, Dr. Thugonomics John Cena to the face of WWE. It wouldn't be too controversial to say that John Cena's Doctor of Thugonomics character was a version of Cena that made him immensely popular. The character was fun, unique, and was perfect for the Ruthless Aggression era audience. However, when Cena became the face of the company following WrestleMania 21, fans were stunned to see that Cena's character would be altered forever. The Doctor of Thugonomics character was basically dropped and Cena stopped performing raps. They clearly believed that the face of the company coming to the ring doing raps every week wasn't the way to go, and this led to a strong portion of the fan base turning on Cena. This was a shocking character shift as fans didn't think it was possible as it was.
How many Cena haters we got here in this video? Let me know right now in the comments. If you're a Cena fan, say I. If you don't like Cena, just say no.
Was in theory Cena's rap work that made fans want to see Cena in the #1 position in the company, and now that element of Cena's presentation was suddenly being stripped away. According to Cena himself on the official Ruthless Aggression documentary, it was his initial idea to change his character and to abandon the rap persona. I had a personality that was attached to the people who were watching, but then slowly the people who were watching changed and there began to be more kids and more families to come to these events. I saw it happen. I didn't need a sheet of analytics, I can see it. So I said, this is it, we're changing up right now. I remember going into Vince's office and said, I have to stop rapping. Number 2, the Dead Man Undertaker to the American Badass Undertaker.
That was a good transition, because if this dude would have stayed, if Undertaker's top 2 all time, I don't care what none of y'all say, and I'm not gonna argue with y'all. Undertaker's top 2 all time, but I feel like if this would have stayed the same his entire career, it definitely wouldn't have been as successful.
During the Attitude Era, The Undertaker was of the belief that his supernatural persona had grown stale. Therefore, it was decided in one of the biggest character risks ever that The Undertaker would return in 2000 with a completely different persona. The supernatural elements of Taker's persona would be replaced, and instead, it would appear much more human. Taker would become the American Badass, and fans at first were astonished that WWE changed The Undertaker's persona in such a daring manner. Once the initial shock had passed over fans truly connected with the character as The Undertaker was able to express a side of him that had never been seen before. And number 1, the big dog Roman Reigns to the head of the table Reigns.
Oh my gosh, this is number 1. This is number 1. This is number 1. This is the greatest wrestler transition. Really? Or it says most shocking. But still, really? I don't think it is. All he did was take off his shirt and his vest. And he became more open. Yes, he's gotten a lot better, of course. I'm going to give him his props. He's gotten a lot better. From now to back then. Everybody has. I would put Rhea Ripley's over this, though. I would rank Rhea Ripley's transformation over this. Because we saw what she looked like before. And we see what she is now. Roman is literally the same then. The same now. And the only thing he did was take off his shirt. He almost... I mean, like I said, he has a little bit more freedom of what he says and all that kind of stuff because he's a top guy, so of course. But as far as wrestler transfers, I can't even read it. Wrestlers, oh my gosh, wrestler transitions, I'll just say transitions. Rhea Ripley has the most shocking. If you go back and look at her picture, we can literally go back. I don't even want to look at Roman Reigns' part. Look at this. You telling me?
Classic.
This is less shocking. You telling me this is less shocking? This and this. Are you serious right now? This and this is less shocking than a freaking Roman Reigns.
dog
Whatever,
Roman
bro.
Reigns to the head
I'm
of
about
the
to get mad.
table Reigns. Roman Reigns' babyface persona was truly hated by WWE's fanbase. It was awkward, flat, and it was clear that Reigns was portraying a character rather than a true extension of himself. Thankfully, in the summer of 2020, everything changed. In truly one of the most unexpected moments in company history, Reigns returned at the SummerSlam event as a heel. This was something that fans believed that WWE would never sign off on. It was truly magic. Reigns' babyface character would be ripped apart in favor of a menacing yet convincing heel. Reigns would also be paired with Paul Heyman in an acclaimed pairing, and the subsequent Bloodline storyline revolving around Reigns, the Usos, and eventually Sami Zayn was some.
I'm done. You're not finna tell me that that transition is better than Rhea Ripley's. I'm sorry. But look, if y'all got any other videos y'all want me to react to in particular, let me know down below in the comments because I will read them and I also respond. So let me know in the comments what y'all want me to react to next. But hey, man, like this video, subscribe if you're new. It's your boy D-Riv, man. I'm out.